My name is Saber, for those of you who don't know me yet, tuning into you from the beautiful Paris in France. And I am an American expat, and I help women in the online space get paid to be who they are through a high ticket affiliate marketing model. And today I am coming on to actually share an incredible woman's story. I really love bringing other people who are in this space who come from their own journey of reclamation. And I love that I'm bringing this woman on today. Her name is Ryin, and she is the author of a book called The Universe is Your Sugar Daddy. She's in the process of writing lots of other books at the moment, and she is a multi-passionate, multifaceted, hottie with a body, incredible, radiant woman who is just on her own journey of reclamation. She actually has been drinking the Kool-Aid of the exact medical wellness technology that we've been using for, I personally have partnered with this company for 6 years. We'll find out how long she's been partnered, but she was drinking the water from this medical grade water ionizer for 5 years. There's a way you can actually partner with the company and actually partner with their products, use them, and it's like automated sales on the back end. So on the front end, you literally can monetize your social media based on who you are. And she's already really into health and wellness and fitness, being a pole dancer. She was a stripper, and she ultimately just did things like acrobatics, yoga teaching, modeling, all the magic, right? All the sexually empowered erotic expression. Maybe she's still doing some of it right now. I don't actually know. We'll find out more on this. But what I think is really fascinating is she was already using this. We all drink water, and she was already focusing on her health and wellness and her reclamation. And she was just like trying to figure out other ways to make money that were high ticket, because she really wanted to pivot her energy out of the sex work industry to something that was going to be a bit more sustainable for her. And it's just so fascinating that she was drinking this water for so many years, and then she was like, oh my God, I'm sitting on a fat opportunity right now, and now she's on the path to bridging it. And I really love bringing her on because I don't feel like there's a lot of us women out there who come from that journey of deeper reclamation, who are doing beautiful soul expression work, who have actually discovered this company. So if that's you, you're really in for a treat right now. I'm going to bring her on right now and have her just share her journey along. Let's see. Okay, she should be coming on in just a moment. Hi, lovely.
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
I'm so good. Did I pronounce your name right,
You
Ryan?
totally did, and that was such a beautiful intro. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. It's really
Yeah,
lovely to be here today because we've been like weaving in the online space together, and there's another woman in our community. I just did an interview of her a few weeks ago. Do you know who Jade is?
I know a couple Jades.
Jade is from Australia. She did like somatic tantric body work.
I think I know of her. She does the yoni egg.
She
She,
Jade doing the yoni egg. That's so funny. Anyway,
maybe,
there's
maybe.
probably more of them for sure. But like what I know is you, me, and her so far, and I just love it because I have a woman that's actually staying with me right now in my Airbnb, and she's in like the poly kink tantric world, and it was
Mhm.
really fascinating because she was like, are people really actually making money in affiliate marketing? I thought that's something that like people don't really make money from. And I was like, girl, it's a whole
You have to
world.
find the right company.
You
you
gotta
know
find the
and
right
and and
company. Yeah.
magic is so generous, and like
Yes.
yeah, so I loved what you said about, like, no, I've been doing sex work for many years. I call it sexy work, dancing, because it's not
Love
like the
that.
full, but yeah, I just feel like as I'm growing older, I'm realizing that there's more things that are more in alignment for me. I started doing this work so
Yeah.
that I could provide myself the freedom lifestyle that I wanted, so that I could travel and do things, but I can't make money when I'm not at the club, if I'm
Yeah.
gonna. And so I was transitioning to do more online things, not like OnlyFans. I mean, I've had an OnlyFans, but that didn't seem in alignment for me either.
Mhm.
I wrote my book, started my coaching business, and then was looking at high ticket sales jobs. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to sell bathroom remodels. I don't want to scam people. I want to help people. And then I was like, oh my gosh, duh, I've been drinking this water for 5 years. Yeah, so I got my machine in 2021. I've
That's
been drinking the water
wild.
for 5 years, and I was like, I don't want to do business. I just want to do this for my health because to me, when you think about it from the health aspect, it's a no-brainer. Like drinking the water is a no-brainer. You're gonna buy bottled water, especially if you're buying Aquapana, Essentia, Smart Water. Like you're gonna save thousands of dollars by just
Hmm.
switching. And if it was just for the money alone, you'd save money, not including like not drinking microplastics, saving the planet, like reducing all the plastic and then on top of that, the other health aspects, it's just the water is a no-brainer, and that's why I chose to become a part of the movement. It was just for myself. And when people are in my house, I'm like, I'm not letting you drink that trash. And then I give them the good stuff, you know?
Right?
And
Right.
it's just a natural thing. It's not about selling, it's about educating people. When you don't know better, you won't do better. Um,
Hmm.
and so, yeah, then I was like looking at these high ticket sales jobs, and I was like, I don't want to scam people. I don't want to do this like stuff that's not in alignment. And then I realized, like, hello, I've been making commission off this thing that I haven't been putting any energy into. Like I have
Hmm.
not ever said like I'm gonna go all in on an enagic business. I never said that. And I still had checks coming in the mail. Now at the
Wow.
time it wasn't like I had a bunch of checks coming in the mail because I wasn't putting any energy there. But
Yeah.
I've made referrals. People are like, "Hey, I want one of those too." They want one. It sells itself, you
Hmm.
know? So, yeah, then I decided like, you know what could happen if I did decide to commit to this? And this was in 2025, I decided to commit, and I was going through like a really rough patch financially. I was just not like my heart wasn't locked into the strip club. And mind you, I told myself I was going to give it till I was 35. I was going to go 5 more years dancing. Like that was my goal, my plan.
Hmm.
But I'm mentally checked out now. Like I don't want to, force myself to finish the plan. And so I was like, I need to just start making some shifts and adjustments. It doesn't mean I have to stop completely, but
Yeah.
I had to figure something out. And yeah, then I did this QHHT session. And after the QHHT session, I got this free ticket to the Enagic convention. And then it just kept like snowball effect, boom, 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 boom. All these things started coming into alignment for me. And it was just like such divine confirmation that I'm making the right choice. And so, yeah, I'm really excited that this has been a part of my journey, and that I have been seeing you in like such similar online spaces for so many years. And I don't know if you know my friend Aisa, but she's a really good friend of mine. She's also in the business, and she's the one who sold me my machine 5 years ago. And I've just seen her help thousands of people and become
Hmm.
fully nomadic, quit her job, get married, like all the things like she's done. And it's been so beautiful to just like witness her in all of it. Check, 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 check. The vision board, check, 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 check. And so it's like, wow. And then she was like, she was asking about you. She was like, "Do I know you?" And I was like, "I do." And she's like, "She's in the Enagic business." I was like, "No wonder. Like that makes so much sense. Like so much freedom, so much empowerment, so like much ability to just be yourself. It's like beautiful." And I don't think that everybody knows that there is a vehicle available to them
Yeah.
and that
No.
it's so malleable to whatever it is you do. Are you a therapist? Are you a coach? Are you a dancer? Are you not like nothing? That's fine. Water is so malleable. It fits in whatever cup you have.
That's what I say. No, wait, I would love to pause you at this spot
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
seriously,
Perfect.
this is a big piece that so many people who are on their path turning their passions to profit, whether it's like stripping or somatic body work or breath work or facilitation or
Hmm.
coaching or healing or retreats or the list goes on.
Hmm.
And one of the biggest things that I run up against with those people is they feel like they can't, they like see affiliate marketing as something that you do in a traditional sales role. Like you were talking about how this is very different.
Hmm.
And what would you say to the person who's just like sort of struck, right? Because they know what they know and how they built their business and they see people in the online space. You didn't even know I did an Agic. And that's a thing that this woman,
And I've been following you for years. Like we've been
yeah,
in, like at least visible AF for years together.
yeah. And sometimes people think, like, for me, I was like, that's actually really genius. And I saw that and I was like, wow, that means I don't have to be a rep for like a face of another brand on my social media. I could be aligned and partnered, but it didn't mean that it had to replace my identity. And I think a lot of
Hmm.
people they're very conditioned to be like, okay, when you have a business, you use your social media to sell your things. What would you say to the person to kind of just shift a bit of their perspective on how you made that shift for yourself of going from being someone who had many different businesses to actually seeing like, wow, this could actually hold all of who I am into one business model. That makes sense?
Yeah, well, for me, like I'm a water sign, and so it's funny. I was like reading someone's chart, and they were like all air, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, you need grounding. Like you need the ground, touch the ground. And then I woke up the next morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm all water. I take whatever cup, bowl, plate, ocean, lake I have available. So I also need the ground, you know? And so it was a really funny realization that I have within myself that like I'm also that same way. And so the water is so malleable to your lifestyle. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know if that answered your question about how I've made the shift. Um, I feel like, to be honest, I'm still working through this because I've done so
Ah.
many things, and they always say like you have to like be this like lighthouse, right?
Mhm.
And like, and you have to niche, like you have to niche,
Yeah.
and they're always talking about niche, niche, niche. But I am such a multifaceted human, and I think that the water supports me in being multifaceted. I don't have to just only sell water.
Yeah.
Like I teach yoga, I do model still, and I haven't been back dancing in a while, but like if I want to, I can. I don't hate
Mhm.
it. I was just getting burned out from doing it like as my main thing. It's
Yeah.
11:11 here. That's a good sign. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, I think it's just like something that can really easily fit with everything. And like for me, I want to be all aspects of myself, and I'm going to continue to do that.
Yeah.
And so I don't have to just stop and be like, now you have to niche down.
Yeah. I feel that so much because that was definitely something that comes up in so many conversations is well, people think that they have to actually have a health and wellness brand, or maybe they see me, they think that they have to do exactly like me. And it's really fascinating because I think sometimes the unknown actually stops people from seeing what it is. And girl, I see so many posts, especially nowadays, is in this economy, we all need extra income. So people are discounting their prices. They're like finding other little tiny ways to monetize, yet they are still resistant to affiliate marketing or like any of these digital marketing models because of the stigma. So did you have anything like that for yourself of the any stigmas or hesitations on the industry, and how did you move through that yourself?
Yeah, I think once you get educated, I think once you get, sorry, let me put my stuff on
No worries.
texting me. All right. So, can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Basically, did you have any hesitancies or resistances to the industry of affiliate marketing, digital marketing, that world, because you felt like you about the stigma? Because a lot of people they are wanting to increase their income, especially now, and
Hmm.
they're saying, "Oh, the coaching industry is changing, the economy is changing." Yet it's fascinating to me those exact people are still they're discounting their prices or they are adding more to their plate. Well, they want to simplify, but they don't want to do digital marketing because they don't think, there's like they think that it's misaligned and they keep the unknown from even allowing them to educate themselves and explore it.
It's honestly just a lack of education because
Yeah.
it's like, for example, when I first bought my machine, I wasn't sold into the business. I was only sold into the water because I was like, this is obvious.
Oh,
But now,
interesting.
after I've drank the water for 5 years, I'm like, it's like a no-brainer for me to educate people on the water, right? Because it's
Hmm.
just to me like the most aligned thing. Everyone deserves to have a water machine. Everyone deserves to have a Kangen machine. Like no matter who you are, you deserve the best, high quality, high frequency water, and I truly believe that. And then so that's like an easy thing for me when it comes to the fact that I'm not here to sell things. I'm just here to educate people, number one. And number two, I think the other stigma around it is just misinformation. Like, how long ago was it? Maybe 10, 12 years ago. I was young. I got into some sort of MLM and I didn't really know anything about the product. I just wanted to make money, right? What's the
Hmm.
intention there? Making money. I didn't really know about the product. I'm trying to sell this product I don't know. It was not really working, whatever, let it go, right? So I'm like, I don't want to do that again. But I am 10 toes down behind this product. If I don't do a business out of it, I'm still gonna drink it. If someone came into my house and stole my Kangen machine, guess what I'm buying first thing? If they stole my Kangen machine and my TV, guess what I'm buying first?
Right.
You know? So, and then it's the miseducation of the company. Like, what is the intention of the entire company? Is to create this freedom for people. They're so generous to their distributors. They're so, like, every product is so thought through. It's
Yeah.
not just like, oh, like snake oil. No, this company's been around for 50 years. They've brought in, like they brought so many people out of poverty. And it's just such a
Mhm.
beautiful thing to see. Like in India, um, a machine costs more than their land. And they're like, sell your land, buy a machine, build an empire. And they literally do
We do.
because they're helping people. They bring entire, like Malaysia, India, the Philippines. These countries are beginning to find like little pockets of wealth and freedom through online affiliate marketing. And it's like, if these people who have so many less resources than us can do it, it's just like, so I think that people get stuck into like, what are people going to say? But like, imagine you're in India and you sold your land for this. What are people going to say? Like they care,
Yeah.
they want it more. So,
Mhm.
you know,
Truth. Oh my gosh, you say all the similar points that I've always said. Like, seriously, I say that all the time. They're in 180 countries. It's like, and I run into this, and it just, especially with the world of festivals and conscious entrepreneurs, facilitators, it's those are the people that want to make the most impact. Yet it's so fascinating where it's they have the hardest time really being innovative with financial opportunity. I think that's what it really is. It kind of touches on the relationship with money too and how much they really want it. It's like you want to make a big impact. Well, you do have to actually recognize that you need to make more money and you cannot actually make a big enough impact if you're just doing like one-on-one breathwork sessions or small group retreats. Like those are beautiful and they can make an impact. But what you're saying, like I've witnessed it too, going to the Enagic events, is these people completely change their generational cultural lineage and bring it all
hmm
to together for the with each other. And you know, people who are in America, they're the ones that are, especially America, Canada, like they're being hit really, really hard with things around the economy. And it's so interesting where it's like, but they're the ones that have the hardest time actually having that relationship with money to like go out and get it and go out and change it. It's like they want to have the government or a rich man or something like this to just go save them.
But there's
Um,
always a con that comes to that too, you know?
yes,
Okay, so what is
exactly.
it? What is it like? Challenging times make strong people make easy times make weak people make challenging times. And it's the
Wow.
cycle, right? So it's like, where are you in the cycle and where can you put yourself ahead? I talk about the universe as your sugar daddy and like, how are you going to utilize the energy of source to like create your life, and I think that we all know that you got to get uncomfortable to change and to grow, but a lot of us just wait until the universe makes us uncomfortable to change and to grow instead of getting ahead of that and being like, how can I get out of my comfort zone right now, a little bit, day by day, make some moves, make some changes, put some effort in towards my life. And it doesn't have to be like, militant, but it's like, what is uncomfortable for you? I know that you're very um centrally empowered and especially in the online space, but I could almost bet sometimes you think, oh, like what am I doing? But you just have to re-mindset your way through it. You know what I mean? It's like,
Absolutely. Yeah, I still move through that, like I
mm-hmm,
still move
mm-hmm.
through. It's not like my imposter syndrome or whatever disappears. It's just I deal with them differently. I handle them differently. I face them. I don't have them as the reason why I don't do the thing. I literally have the reason why I just continue. For me, that's what it's about, actually, is the journey and the evolution of that, which actually that's what I was going to ask you too, because I think a lot of people, gosh, see it so linearly where I love that you have that metaphor of the water and how it fits in with however it flows because there's so much connection to the etymology of water and financial flow and streams of income and making it rain and investment pools and all of these types of, yeah. So
Oh my gosh, you
it's
literally
so
connected
powerful.
something for me.
Yeah, and the water like has truly changed my consciousness to like actually recognizing wealth in more ways than just money, and the money is actually just the byproduct. So for me, like the journey of moving through that shit that I had in the beginning of, oh, what if it doesn't work? Or, oh, what are going to people say? What are people going to say? Or what is it that I have to get out of my comfort zone? What is it that I have to leave? Of course, that was scary, but like I was more, my biggest fear, Ryan, has always been to get to my 40s or my 50s and recognize that I have so much regret that I never actually really went for what I wanted and maybe gave my time to a relationship that just actually never wanted to really commit and we didn't really build anything. And I, stayed in a job that I just get fired from after working for them for 15 years because I'm just disposable like that. And
Hmm.
for me, the journey that was more fucking scary than what are people going to say on the internet. Like I literally had a chick in 2023 with hundreds of thousands of followers make multiple 20 plus minute videos bashing me on the internet. And
Ooh,
and a lot of people get afraid
wow.
of things like that.
That's publicity. Any publicity, bad publicity, that's all publicity, baby. I
Yeah,
honestly, I love that you said this. I surprisingly deal with my haters really well. I don't have a lot of them, thank goodness. But when they do, like, I remember one girl was like, da 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 da, talking some shit. I just post it. I'm like, look at what this person is saying. And everybody in my circles are just riding for me. And I'm like, you
yeah,
know what? I'm gonna make a really sexy photo shoot out of this idea. Thank you for the content. And then I
right.
just made a photo shoot out of it and it's bomb. So it's just like,
Yeah,
thank you for fueling our fire. And so that's
absolutely.
something that I think that comes, didn't always come naturally, but it comes a little bit more naturally to an extent for me and for you at this point, and to everybody else out there who's like, oh, I'm scared of like what people are gonna say about me. Like, the only reason why people project onto you is because they want to do what you want to do so bad. And that's what I've
Yeah,
noticed about being a stripper is do not lie. You want to fucking do it. Everybody wants to do it. Everybody wishes they could do it. They just don't. And that's it. It's okay.
that's
But
so true.
everybody wishes they could. So if you want to hate on me for doing it, I'm sorry that you are suppressed within yourself,
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Hmm.
I love that. And the thing that was hilarious about this woman that made the videos, like I at first I was like, I'm not gonna look at it, like I'm not gonna give it the time. But actually recently I was like, I'm just gonna like watch a little bit to just like, you know, just like from neutrality and as a personal reclamation. But get this, she literally has a whole channel bashing people in the network marketing industry with different companies, different people, and like just about 5 minutes in, she goes, "This video is sponsored by Colon Broom. These supplements that have you take better poops. You can get it with my link in my bio.
Oh my
10%
gosh,
off."
that's what you were talking about. I think I hopped in on a live or something you were sharing the other day, and you were like, and this woman was talking about shit. And I was just like, what are you talking about? I didn't know what you were talking about, but that's so, but it's like, and at the end of the day, if you're thinking from fifth dimensional consciousness, this whole entire human experience is literally just a cosmic joke. So thank you for being
Yes.
so hilarious and like amusing me while trying to bash me. You're actually making me look better. Like, you're making me look better, so thanks.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like, that's
That
so
just,
crazy.
it was so funny.
Or
You
if you
should
just
do
drink
that.
Kangen water, you won't have a problem taking a poop because
Right.
you'll be
Exactly.
hydrated and you'll be filled
Yeah.
with antioxidants every day. I don't know.
Right.
Like,
And it's just that's the example, right? That's like people are so afraid of that. And I even kind of I realized how much I was letting that affect me because these videos came out initially in 2023, and it's been a couple years, you know. So I thought that I had brushed it off, but actually last year I realized that I did have a little bit of there was a little bit of a thing there for me
mhm.
around my expression and sometimes questioning myself or whatever. And it was really fucking epic to just watch that and be like, wow, we really like we are always when you have that much success. That was after I had a $50,000 month, and she was just bashing me. She's like, she's not making that money. I'm like, oh honey, oh
You're
honey, if only you knew. And I
like,
just
baby, I'm
thought,
sorry. Why don't you come join me? Like, I don't
yeah,
know. And I think at that point, I think that's how you know who's the true leader here, because
right,
it would never be the other way around. It would never
no,
be you making $50,000 and being like, look at this bitch over here with her 100,000 followers. Doesn't she wish
yeah,
she could? No, you're like, babe, she could be bashing you, and you would be like, okay, with love and all due respect, let's put the poop supplements aside. I want you to make $50,000 with me. Like, come join me and
yeah,
let's do this together. Like winners want to see other people win. Losers want to see the winners lose. So it's like you're not going to pull me down, babe. If
yeah,
anything, I'm inspired to help you
yeah.
because you clearly need it.
Yeah, so for anyone watching this, if that's what you're afraid of, just remember that literally only happens when you make epic shit happen in your life. No pun intended. But truly, it just comes with the journey. The more incredible things that you do with your life, there are going to be people that are haters, but it's like there are always going to be the people that you would never switch your life with. There's That's the irony of it. So don't give your power away, your future, your whole fucking life, your destiny, your magic, everything that's possible for you and your potential, and your kids, people who want kids and their kids. It's like
Your legacy,
your legacy.
like
Don't,
your legacy is, yeah, your legacy is at stake right now.
yeah.
So what are you going to choose?
Yeah, it's like don't give your power away to someone who is gonna just be a freaking random keyboard warrior troll. They're out there and it's annoying, but I think that the real people really see that, and I think that that's what's really beautiful when I find people who come into Enagic from so many different walks of life. There's this like common ground frequency of we see through the bullshit, we see through the media, we see through the scarcity, we see through control, we see through
Probably
these
because we don't
things.
have a calcified pineal gland. Because the
Right?
water decalcifies your pineal gland. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Go ahead,
Well, then
continue.
people,
But it's true.
obviously people before they even get their cognitive machines, they're drawn to it because I feel that there's this frequency of true sovereignty and true freedom, which I feel is
Hmm.
whispering in a lot of people's ears right now, even though like maybe people who watch this on the replay or when I put this on my podcast, by the way, I'll put it on the relaunch for this
Oh,
next season.
yay.
But anyone who's watching this, if you still have these curiosities or this kind of speculation or this hesitancy, just know that if there is that calling for something more, follow that. It's like you follow the, that's why my master class is called Follow the Muse. I say you're not meant to follow the news, you're meant to follow the muse. So when you follow the
Mm,
muse and your intuition and your nudges, not your head and thinking about what if and catastrophizing and all like I need this money for my bills though, and what about that MLM that Sally's aunt joined and all these things in the economy. It's when you actually have that calling for something greater and you follow that thread, that is your golden thread that will always take you to the most magical places. And I
mhm,
hear it so many times from someone like you who got this 5 years ago before you actually partnered. It's like
mhm,
it's whispering to you the whole time and it's there for a reason. So I guess what I would love to wrap this up with, my dear, is if you have something to share with the woman who knows? Who knows that she is meant for so much more? Maybe she's a woman who is exploring conscious sex work, maybe not so conscious sex work. Maybe she's kind of in it for survival, or maybe she's feeling like she needs to be saved, or maybe she's in that space of I've been doing this as a reclamation, but I'm feeling like I need to do something more sustainable for my heart, for my energy, for my future. What would you say to her, to the version of her that will allow her to actually follow that muse and not the news of her mind?
mhm. Just because something is hard and you can do it, for example, like sex work or whatever, doesn't mean that you need to. Just because
Mm,
I can have these late nights, go out, da, 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 doesn't mean I need to. And I think that
mhm,
was like the main thing that, and like, and for me being a very spiritual person in this, and a conscious person in a like low vibrational space, it's easy to manifest, right? The money and stuff from this avenue, this revenue stream. But that doesn't mean that I have to. That means I have this magic that I can put anywhere. I can literally put it anywhere. And that's the main reason why I don't have an OnlyFans is because if I am going to market, marketing is marketing is marketing, period. You're going to,
mhm,
if you're doing online, is marketing, period. So why put your energy into something that's not as much in alignment when you could put your some energy into something that is more in alignment? Because the profit is going to, the effort of marketing is going to be the same, right?
mhm.
So I
Yep.
was like, well, that's why I'm not going to do this. I'd rather do something online, like my coaching business, my books, water, etc., because that is so much more fulfilling and nourishing. And yeah, so for anybody who's in that space, taking the leap, like, here's the thing, it's always going to be there for you. It's not like you're like, I quit, you hang up your heels, and you never go back because you can, 100%. But you can go back. Nobody's telling you, no, once you quit, you're fired, you're done forever. Yeah, I came out of retirement. I took a year and a couple months off, and I thought I was done. I gave away all my stuff. And then I was like, I want to go back. And I went back. That was 4 years ago.
Mm,
And now I'm like, okay, I'm making my slow exit again. Um, haven't been in a couple weeks, but I'm not making the decision at this moment in time. Like, if I'm definitely never going back, I'll probably want to go back in a couple of weeks, in a couple of months, and I'll be like, oh, I miss it. I want people to throw money on me. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a full 180, 360 switch, but you can do whatever you want to do. So if you're feeling that lead by that heartstring pulling you to something, and you're gonna say, no, I can't possibly do that, you're denying yourself of your freedom. And like
mhm.
that's the whole point of why we got into this in the first place, is to gain our freedom. So utilize this as the tool that it is, that you're using it for, to put yourself ahead.
Mm,
Don't just say, I did this, I was free then, now I'm trapped by this, and I'm stuck here. Because that's not
mhm.
true. The truth is, we utilized it as a tool to give us some freedom, and now we're expanding to a new level of freedom that this cannot provide. I cannot make money from the strip club when I'm not 2 feet in the strip club.
Yeah.
But I can make money online when I'm educating people about something that is a no-brainer product that every person deserves.
Yeah, and that just shifts, there's nothing else that really changes it in all aspects of your life, right?
Hmm.
Like the health, the freedom, the community, all of it. This is very beautiful. And actually, it brought me to one more thing I feel that is
Hmm.
really important for this conversation because I don't think that sex or sexy work is good or bad or wrong or whatever. I
Hmm.
think I think what
Neutral.
the moral of your expression here and your message is it is going to be much more fulfilling in the long run if anything is done on your terms and it's not coming from this place of you need to do it. And I think that that's kind of the gray area with a lot of people who are in that space. They're like, oh, I love doing this kind of work, yet there are these parts of them, their nervous system, that really doesn't, but it like kind of comes with it, and they kind of just accept that as, well, that just comes with it, and that's what we got to do because gotta pay the rent kind of thing. And I think that it just, and same thing for me with my art, it completely changes the game when I was like, wow, I don't have to rely on my art or rely on my performance art. It doesn't mean that I'm never going to do it again. It just means that I literally get to just do it on my terms now. And it's actually just so much more fulfilling. And
And
I,
empowering. It's an
mhm,
empowerment. It's not like a I have to, it's a I want to. And I
yeah,
think that's, so thank you for saying that, because that's like really highlighting like what I was saying about myself right now, is like it was a part of my life of like a, you have to go to work. And now I'm like, I want to go when I want to go. When I
hmm,
want to go, I'm gonna have so much fun, and I'm gonna
yeah,
love that because that's empowering, you
yeah,
know? And when I want to just go travel and educate people on something that they already should have, it's empowering, you know? So don't switch or be like, oh, I'm going to make this switch because I have to switch. That's also defeating the purpose. We don't want you to switch because you have to, because you're aging out or you have to find an exit plan. But like at the time that you want your exit plan, won't you wish that you have planted the seed back then? Because the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. So my
Mhm.
recommendation is plant the seed now, whether you want to get into the business or not. Eat the fruit later when you've been drinking the water for 5 years and you're like, duh.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know,
And
you know?
and strip as long as your heart
Mm-hmm.
desires, do what your dominatrix circle, whatever your heart desires.
Mm-hmm.
But the beautiful thing is because you plant the seed of something that's sustainable that can eventually pay you generational wealth and passive income, these kinds of things. When you have a dramatic life shift, right? Like Jade that I was referring to in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, she met someone and then had a kid very quickly. And so just completely changed. She was like, I actually need I desire to just have a home unit and actually not do this work anymore. So it's like if you don't create that sustainability, then what do you do when life shifts in that way? And I think that
Mm-hmm.
too many people don't think about that until it's at that time, whether they have a kid or, big life changes, the like whatever their job collapses or they turn 50 years old, right? And they're like, shit, I have not created any kind of safety net or like retirement plan for me. I just kind of been like turning my passions to profit. It felt fun in the moment until I'm like, well, no, my body can't really do that anymore now. And I
Mm-hmm.
need, I need some stability here. So yeah, the best time to plant a tree was yesterday. Absolutely. And this has
Mm-hmm.
been such a beautiful conversation because I think that I am personally envisioning when I hit -3 to do a pole dance routine to the song Like a River. You know that song? It's a very powerful song.
I
Like a
think so.
river, like a river. You know that
I'm
one?
gonna look it up. No.
Oh my God, I'll send it to you. It's very
Send it to me.
powerful.
Send it to me. Yes.
It might be that song, it might be something to this energy. And it's not going to be very like stripper energy. I'll probably have those leggings that have you stick, because
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably be in Japan. But I want to like still bridge that element, especially because we are in a Japanese company and my grandmother is actually Japanese, and there's so much
Mm.
repression in the sexual energy as well. And I love that Enagic is in all countries all around the world. And, they have a gay couple that are in some of the top leader ranks. And I just absolutely love that. So I really see a movement and a wave of this energy here that you and I and Jade and probably some other women that I'm not even mentioning right now, but are really starting to wake up and expand the wealth and generational wealth and lineage for what we're really reclaiming in our bodies and our minds and our spirits. And it goes beyond the body. It's about our money too, and about what we can actually do
Mm-hmm.
for that. Because I'm here for like eventually investing in conscious strip clubs or like, cat cafes where there's pole dance and sensual dance also in Bali or something. And like that can only be done if like women like us are making more money.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I
Thank you
always
so
say
much.
you can't get broke enough to help people out of poverty. That's just not how it works. You've got to
No.
become rich enough to create the opportunities to provide jobs for the people who want to work, you know?
Yeah, 100%. All right, lovely. Well, thank you so much for being here today. This has been fucking fire. And for anyone who's watching, whoever's page you're watching this on, you might be watching this in a Facebook group or a
Mm,
podcast or whatever, what have you, just reach out to the person whose page you're watching this on or who has shared this video with you and ask for more information. Usually there is some kind of free training, like a pretty relatively short video, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour or something like this, that will literally explain how this whole ecosystem works. It
mm,
is such a different paradigm. Nagic's been around for about 52 years now at the time of this recording, and we've been doing it in the online space this way just about for the past 8 or 9 years. And as much as a lot of other industries are actually really collapsing, this is the industry that's actually booming because the most important thing for people in these times is their health and their wealth and their sovereignty. And you cannot find literally any business model that literally covers all of it. And if you really care about your community, if you really care about the children and the future generations and what's really going on in humanity, my advice to you is to do whatever it is you can to get as much resources as you can. And you will not find more of them all in one place than this business model. And it is more accessible than you probably think. So make sure that you reach out to the
100%.
person who invited you, watch that training, get your mind blown, and yeah, we'll be excited to see you on the other side. Thank you so much, love. Have a beautiful rest of your
You're
day.
welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me. This has
You're
been
welcome.
fun.
Bye, love.